Hi everyone, thank you for joining in. So we'll just wait another minute and then we'll start with the session. Okay. Welcome everyone to yet another webinar of DDupe. So what DDupe is basically, DDupe is a deduplication application within Dynamics 365, which helps you to detect, merge and prevent duplicates effortlessly within your CRM. And I'm your host, Subodh Lad, and I'll be taking you through this webinar. Before the start, I'll just set up some ground rules for this webinar. So during this time, all the lines would be muted. If you have any questions, you can simply use the chat window. Additionally, we'll also have a separate Q&A at the end of the webinar. So after the demo, everything is done. And if you have any questions, you can ask away at the end as well. Okay, before we start, let me just give you a small brief about what we do at Inogic. So at Inogic, we are a Microsoft Gold ISV partner, and we are in this domain since the past 10 plus years. And we have 17 plus productivity tools in our portfolio, as you can see on the screen. And at the forefront, we have Marketix, which is our flagship product. So it is it's a data visualization app, and it also helps you to visualize everything on a map. Additionally, we have omni-channel suites of app, which is WhatsApp for Dynamics, text, SMS, and live chat. We also have visualization apps like Kanban, Map My Relationships. We have integration apps like Marketing for Dynamics, which helps you to integrate your MailChimp with your CRM. Apart from this, we also have our in-house services team. So if you have any need for any customization within your CRM, so for that as well, you can reach out to us. Now to reach out to us, you can simply drop in email at crm@inogic.com, and we will be in touch with you regarding the product or regarding any service requirements that you might have. Okay, we'll just quickly hover over the agenda for today's webinar. So we'll just see what is the need for productivity in CRM, the key features of DDU. After that, we'll have a live demo and a poll. And at the end, we'll have a quick Q&A session as well. So what is the need of productivity in CRM? So what we have seen is on a day-to-day basis, there are organizations who have around 20 to 30% average duplicate rate in their database. Now, what it does is for large organizations, it can lead up to a loss of around 13 million annually because of the duplicate data, which leads to inaccuracies in the overall frame and the forecasting of the organization. And after that, once that data is cleared, what you have also seen is there is a surge in revenue as they are able to improve the data quality and target the right customers at the right time. And we'll just quickly see some of the challenges that these organizations face. So with inaccurate data, it is very difficult to cater to your clients. And additionally, what it also does is it leads to increased storage costs. So storage cost, like if there is a duplicate data present, it all adds up in your storage cost, and it also leads to poor decision making. And there is a lot of inaccuracies, and your forecasting of your organizations are affected, and it also leads to loss of historical accuracy. Now, if suppose there is one person who is in the system from the last 4 or 5 years, but there are 10-15 duplicate records against them with multiple addresses. Now, this can affect the delivery and the deliverables of that organization against that customer, as it is a very inaccurate data and it leads to loss of historical accuracy. Now we'll just see some of the key features of DDU. So we have duplicate identification, we have phonetic fuzzy matching, duplicate prevention, cleanup of history duplicates, merge duplicates, scheduling. Additionally, we also have phone number formatting, we have auto merge, field level merge, and address merge as well. Now, all these key features I'll be covering in the live demo as well. So if you have any questions regarding this, please feel free to ask away in the chat box, and I'll be happy to answer those. Now we'll just quickly jump to the live demo of our tool. So I'm just within my CRM environment, And the great thing about DDupt is like it works with all your custom as well as your out of the box entities as well. Okay, now at a glance, what I can see here is there is a Simon really which is present multiple times. So I know that there is a duplicate record. If I just click on one of these, I'll just wait a few seconds and let this load completely. Okay, so what happens is like once this record, you can see here, we do get a form notification stating that there is a duplicate record for this. Okay, now to find this duplicate, I do not have to go back into the leads and search for how many Simon rails are present. So I can just simply click on this show duplicates button in the ribbon bar. And what it does is like it goes around and searches all the duplicates against this Simon. And as you can see, there are 3 duplicate records. Now, if I want to merge any of these, I can just select and start merging. But if I want to select all, I can just go ahead and select this. Additionally, we have cross-entity duplicate detection as well. So we are able to detect from lead to contact. There is one Simon really as well. But we are not able to merge it because that does not make any sense. But from lead, I can just go ahead and merge this. Now in this as well, you might be seeing one Simon really, which has a completely different spelling, but still it has been identified as a duplicate record. Now that is because of the phonetic fuzzy matching that we have in the duplicate detection rules. So that is why this has been captured as a duplicate record. Now what I will do, I know these are the confirmed duplicates. I'll just go ahead and start merging. Now in this as well, we have field merge criteria. Now, what field merge does is like, I'll just take an example of Simon who has inquired for multiple of our products. So each of our product is associated with a different sales guys. And the pricing, as you can see here, for each and every product is also different. Okay, now with field merge, we can, what we can do is we can also add up the budget for the product. And if I just add or remove this, it will be highlighted in real time as well in the final record. So this is the add up functionality. The second one we have is most frequent value. As you can see, Fabricam Inc., Fabricam Limited, and Fabricam is mentioned twice. So that is why Fabricam is captured as in the final record, as it is the most frequent value. Additionally, we also have the join functionality. So Simon wanted to be contacted via email in one record, via email and WhatsApp, and phone call and text another and WhatsApp in another records. So to combine all these and join all of these into the final record, we use this join functionality. And append is nothing but what are the products that she has inquired about. So these are the unique products. So she has inquired about DDupe, WhatsApp, application, SharePoint, security sync. So to add all of these, or if I want to remove as well, I can just use this and take it in the final record. Okay, now if everything looks okay, what I can do is I can just go ahead and click on finish and just start merging this record. If I just go ahead and continue, it will just start merging the record in the background. And it just notifies me that once this is done, this cannot be undone. So that is the notification that we get here. Okay, so while this is merging, we do get a notification as well that the records are being merged in the background. As you can see, related records are being merged in the background. Okay, now this is for a single record. If you want to go ahead and merge it, but if you have history or legacy of duplicate records in your system, so for that you might be having hundreds or thousands of millions of records. For that we have our Windows tool. So this Windows tool runs outside your CRM. You just have to simply log in with your CRM credentials and you can access this. So this is basically for admins only. So unless and until you have the admin authority, then only you will be able to use this. So as you can see, there are 83 records in my leads entity, in my open leads, and there are 83 here as well. Now what I will do, I'll just simply click on the find duplicates button and it will go around into my entire CRM to search for this 83 records. And as you can see, it has identified 53 duplicates with 25 duplicate groups. And if I just select any of these, I can just go ahead and start merging this. Or if I want to select all of them at once, I can just select all and go ahead and start with the merging. Also, if I want to search for a specific record to check if there is a duplicate present against that, that also can be done from here. Now in this as well, you might be seeing some records are already set as master records. So that is because we have a master deciding criteria that I'll come to into the entity configuration. But in case if you want to change any record, any other record to master record, you can simply click on this and that record will become the master record. Okay, now if I just move ahead to merging, I can just do this. And we'll just start with the merging. Now, while this merge is happening, I'll just quickly take you through the entity configuration as well. Okay, so this is my entity configuration for this lead. We also have the duplicate matching rules here. I'll just showcase one of the duplicate matching rules that we already have in place. So we are using lead to lead. And in this, we have used for first and last name. And we have also enabled the fuzzy criteria for this. And then going back, so this is the master deciding rule that you can see here. So currently it is set as latest modified. But if you want, you can set it to oldest modified, latest created, any record with the most field values or most activities done on it. So that can be set as the master record. And in case if you want to add your own criteria or filter, for in that case, you can just use criteria base and just type down your fetch XML in this. And according to your criteria, that record will be set as the master record. Okay, so this was for the entity configuration. And as we come back here, we can see all the records have been merged successfully. And if you want, you can just download the CSV file for your reference. Okay, now this was basically we had manually gone ahead and searched all the duplicates in the system and gone ahead with the merge. But in case you want to automate this as well, we also have a scheduling aspect within DeDupeD. So as you can see in the configuration aspect only, I just click on any of the already existing schedules. So in here, what we do is you just define all the rules that you need to set up for the duplicate detection and who you want to notify. So you will be notified by email with all the duplicates that have been created. And if you want to notify some other users as well, so you can use this. You can see the duplicate detection criteria. Past 90 days, any duplicates have been created. So those will be delivered like emailed to me on a certain date. So this is the job run time that I can also set. So I've set it for 9/11 on a Wednesday every week. So as an example, what we can also do is like I know Friday evenings, most of the guys are not working within their CRM. For Friday 10 p.m., I can just set this for every second week. And every second week on a Friday, this duplicate detection job will automatically run in the background and it will just notify me about all the duplicates that have been created. And after that, me as an admin, I have to just go ahead and manually merge those within the system. Okay, I'll just show one of these, how they look. Okay, as you can see, so these were all the duplicates that have been detected. And if I just select this and click on show duplicates, I do get the option to go ahead and start merging this as well. As you see, we do get all the records at one place itself. Okay, so this was for the scheduling aspect. Apart from this, what we also have here is apart from duplicate detection, we also have a duplicate prevention. Okay, so if I just go ahead, I think there is someone really already present in this. I'll just create a new record again with the name of someone really. And as soon as I save this, try to save this, I do get this option that I do get this notification that there is already an existing record with the name of Simon Reilly. Now you might be seeing ignore button here. Okay, now for this, you might be wondering if there's an ignore button here. Again, we do get the ignore and save button. If I just go ahead and save this, then the onset of duplicates will be still present in your system, and anyone can go ahead and create any duplicate records. But I am just getting this button ignore and save button because I am the admin. So if I just remove this authority from myself, so I'm system admin, I'll just remove this. And I'll just try to save this once again. Now this time, as you can see, that ignore and save or the ignore button has completely disappeared. So I, as a regular user, won't be able to go ahead and just save any duplicate records in the system. But as per business use cases, some businesses might require some duplicate records to be created. So for that, we have just given this functionality of ignore and save, but that you can limit to your super users or to your admins only. Okay, and coming back, we also have a field merge. We have address merge criteria. For that, I'll just quickly select one of these contacts, which is John Doe, and I'll just click on the name. Again, there were multiple ones, so I know this is a duplicate record. And if I just show this duplicate, I do get all the records in this. Now in here, if I look closely, as you can see, there are three John with who are with Fabricum, but there is one who is with Lightfoot. So I know this is a completely different person, but because of the email address, but it only has the first and last name, which is similar to the first three records. So I know this is not a duplicate record. Now to remove this, what I can do is I can just simply click on that and exclude this. So once I go ahead and exclude this, going forward for this specific John Doe, this John Doe of Lightwood won't be highlighted as a duplicate record. I'll just continue and remove that as a duplicate record. And I now have the correct duplicates, which I want to go ahead and merge. Okay, similar to the earlier one as well. We can see the preview on the left-hand side from whatever addresses we have picked here. We can choose as per business case. And if you know that this is the correct address and you want to just move forward with this, you can just go ahead and click on finish. Again, this just gives us a notification that this cannot be undone. So you can just start merging this. Now, the great thing about address merge criteria is once this record is merged into one record, but still you can come back anytime and just search for addresses in the related entity. And you will also find that the other addresses are also retained within this. So you do not lose that accuracy and the history of that addresses within your system. So suppose you just want to come back and see what were the previous addresses against this John Doe. So because of this getting saved within your CRM, so you can just use this. Okay, now this concludes the demo of DeDupe. I'll just quickly move back to the presentation once again. And in a few seconds, you should have a poll on your screen. Okay, just a few seconds and you'll just have a poll on your screen. Okay, so there should be a poll now. It would be great if you just go ahead and vote for this. Okay, so we'll just move forward to the frequently asked questions. Now, the first one that we get is, can we clean up historical duplicate records? Yes, we can. We can either use the tool that we have to create, like detect and merge all those duplicate records, or else you can do it within your CRM as well. The second question that we get is, does it work for all Dynamics 365 entities? Yes, it works with all of your custom as well as out of the box entities within Dynamics 365. Does it work with Dataverse? Yes, we also support Dataverse. So yes, DeDupe also works on Microsoft Dataverse. Can we merge duplicate records in bulk? Yes, we can. As you saw with the help of our tool, we are able to merge any duplicate records with our Windows tool directly. Now, DDUPT is available for Dynamics 365 9.0 and onwards. We are also supported on Dataverse, and our deployments are online and on-premise as well. And we'll just quickly have the Q&A session. So please feel free to ask any questions that you might have, and I'll be happy to answer those. Okay, so Frank has a question. How is the license model? So licensing model is based on the number of active users within your CRM. So, and in that as well, we have a tiered based system. So the first tier would be 1 to 50 users. After that, we have 50 to 100, 100 to 300 users. So our pricing is based on that model, but it considers your all active users because of the duplicate prevention aspect as well that we have. So that is how the licensing model is. Hi, Doug. Uh, can the fuzzy logical search also be used to identify data records, customers, contacts, etc.? Yes, that is also possible within DDO. So you can just go ahead and identify your customer contacts, all of those things within DDO. Yes, Frank. What I'll do is after this session is done, I'll just share the pricing with you. So to just give a rough idea for the first tier of pricing for up to 50 users, it is around 660 euros annually. And for the second tier, it is 1320 users, like 1320 euros annually. As the number of users increases, the tier also increases and the pricing eventually goes down. Okay, any other questions that anyone might have? Let's, I'll just move ahead with the presentation. Okay, so for your next step, what I would suggest is you go ahead and download the free trial that is listed on Microsoft App Source. So we do offer a 15 days trial for our tool. So you can just go ahead and download the trial. And if you have any questions while using our tool, feel free to reach out to me at subodh@inogic.com, or you can also reach out to us at crm@inogic.com, and we will be happy to assist you. If you have any questions regarding the licensing and require any assistance with the configuration, or have any questions regarding the tool, or any duplicate rules that you might have to set up. So please feel free to reach out, and our team will be happy to assist you. Okay, and thank you for joining in, everyone. That's it for from our side, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.